video today to show you how I make my tomato sauce. This can be used as a dressing like tomato ketchup, or it can be used as a salsa with corn chips. It can be put through pasta. You can put it on your chicken parmy. It's so versatile and it's so easy to do, and I can make it without all the salt and all the additives that they have in the supermarkets. So let's go and let's start cooking. So what you'll need in order to make this pasta sauce is 2 onions, diced finely. I also put a couple of carrots in as well, only for the extra veg for the kids. Like you could add red capsicum, you could add celery in, chop it really small. They won't even see it, especially if you like it blended into more of a smoother paste at the end. Also, if you're using the cheap canned tomatoes, sometimes they're not very sweet, so adding carrots in really helps sweeten it. I add in 400 grams of chopped tomatoes. I use a big can because it's a bit cheaper, but that's just 2 normal size cans. And I also add in around 500 grams of passata as well to bulk it out a bit. And I fry the onions with olive oil, and then I add a pinch of salt. Salt can be left out if you don't want your kids having salt, but it definitely brings out a bit more flavor. So I'll get on with chopping the onions and the carrots, and I'll see you again in a bit. Okay, so now you're ready to put everything into your pan. So I'm gonna turn the flame on. There we go. And then I'm gonna use a good glug of olive oil. It doesn't matter if you use too much, but you definitely don't want to use a little bit because your onions will burn and it won't give it a nice taste. Okay, just wait for that to warm up a bit, and I'm just gonna get my onions and carrots. Okay, so pop your onions in first, and once they've softened, then add your carrots and any other vegetables that you want to add. You hear the fizz? The sizzle, should I say? Doesn't matter if your carrots go in. I add a little bit of salt at this point, but it's, as I say, it's completely optional. Okay, so now it's time to pop the tomatoes in. And also the passata. I also just put a little bit of water at the bottom of the can and I throw that in too. And mix all that in together. At this point you could also add in maybe some basil leaves, be really, really nice. Okay, once you've given it a good stir, pop your lid on and reduce it to a simmer. Okay, now I'm going to check on this maybe every 10 minutes, but I'm going to leave this for about 30 minutes altogether. Every 10 minutes, just give it a good stir, and you'll find that the sauce starts to have this golden sheen to it, which means the tomatoes are cooking and you're going to have a good sauce. So my sauce is pretty much ready. So you can see the consistency here. It's quite chunky. So you can either put this in a food processor and blend it. You can also use your NutriBullet, but just make sure the sauce is completely cooled first. Or you can do it the old-fashioned way like me. And I just use a masher. You don't have to do this, but if you've got children like me that sees the carrots in the sauce, and then they'll turn their nose up at it. So I like to do this And this can be messy, so make sure you wear an apron like me. So as you can see, mine is still pretty chunky, so it's great as a salsa with corn chips, or you can say you can pop it through pasta. This, once cooled, will last in your fridge for about 3 weeks. I use a tub. So I use one of my Greek yogurt plastic tubs, so once it's cooled you can pop it into here. But I don't have much patience, so mine always goes in hot. So I hope you enjoyed my recipe for my homemade tomato sauce. So enjoy it with your corn chips or over your pasta or whatever you're gonna do with it. You can follow the link below to see my easy pizza pinwheels, where I actually do use this sauce for my daughter's school lunchboxes. See you soon, bye.